Hey guys! When it comes to chord voicings on the piano, there are endless amount of possibilities and choices we can make as piano players. But how can we get this nice and warm sound all across the piano? Today I want to share with you the way I approach chord voicings on the piano. I'm going to break it down to some very specific tools that I guarantee will make any chord you play on the piano sound good. In this video, I'm going to explore voicings in every register of the piano. So make sure to stick to the end of this video to get all the tips and tools I have for you. So let's dive right in. To understand why certain voicings sound warm, even and balanced on the piano and some don't, we have to understand the concept of registers and the natural acoustics of the piano. To begin, let's start by mapping out the different registers on the piano. Generally, I like to think of the piano divided into three main registers. The mid-range, everything above the mid-range, which I simply call the high range, and everything below the mid-range, which I call the low range. The mid-range sounds the warmest to a human ear. Now, the higher we go above the mid-range, the thinner the sound gets, until at a certain point we can barely recognize the pitch of the notes. Now, the lower we go below the mid-range, the fuller the piano sounds. But at some point also we can barely recognize the pitch of the notes. In this video, we'll focus on two types of voicings: closed chord voicings and open chord voicings. Closed chord voicings refer to chords that stack the notes as close as possible in their natural order. So for example, a closed chord voicing of E major 7 would be E, G sharp, B, and D sharp. Closed chord voicings sound the fullest in the mid-range of the piano. So for example, if we take that closed chord voicing of E major 7 and start playing it in higher registers, you'll hear how the higher we get, the thinner the sound gets. Check it out. Now if we take the same voicing and start playing it in lower registers, you'll hear how the lower we get, the muddier the sound gets. Whenever we skip the closest natural order of the notes, we open up the voicing, and there are endless ways to do that. Please note that an open voicing will be spread out across at least 2 octaves on the piano. Here's an open chord voicing of E major 7. By the way, you'll find a link to all PDFs of this video in the pinned comment below. If you want to make an open chord voicing sound even fuller, you can simply double some of the notes in the middle part of the voicing. So in this E major 7, I can double the D sharp. Now to demonstrate this, I will use a simple cadence in G minor. The first example is in the mid-range position. When we play in the mid-high register, we will open up the voicing and use at least 4 notes per chord. In the high register, we will play open voicings with at least 5 notes per chord. In the very high register, we will open up the voicings and play at least 6 notes per chord. In the low register, we will open up the voicings and play not more than 4 notes per chord. In the very low register, we will approach the voicing as a bass note plus 2 notes at least 1 octave above, which will result in not more than 3 notes per voicing. So now that we've covered all registers on the piano, one exercise that could be very beneficial is to take a song or any chord progression and play it in all different registers. I also recommend writing it down, which could be a little more time consuming, but very effective when trying to internalize this method. I hope this video was helpful, and as always, please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Until then,